புரொடக்ஷன்ஸ் தயாரிப்பில் சூப்பர் ஸ்டார் ரஜினிகாந்த், விஷ்ணு விஷால், விக்ராந்த் நடிக்கும் லால் சலாம் உலகமெங்கும் வெற்றி நடை போடுகிறது.
When we started weight training, he was like to yo and all that, but just or army figure is enough, brother. This much weight we should lift up, brother. The beauty about this was it's a biopic.
Oh,
and
officially இப்பதான் நாங்க கேள்விப்படுறோம்.
Sivakarthikeyan, I was discussing, brother, Dhoni's wife has messaged me, and because I'm a big Dhoni fan, like who is not? STR also, I'm trying to give a different look for STR48. We are preparing for a different SK, not the same SK you see till 20 movies. So 21 is going to be completely different.
சினிமா வீட நேயர்களுக்கு வணக்கம். SK21. ஸோ இந்த படத்தை பற்றின அனௌன்ஸ்மெண்ட்லாம் அடுத்தடுத்து வர ஆரம்பிச்சிடும். ஸோ அதுக்கு வந்து எப்படி ஒரு டிரான்ஸ்ஃபர்மேஷன் ஆனார் சிவகார்த்திகேயன் அவர்கள் அப்படின்றத சமீபமாக நம்ம பார்த்துருப்போம். ஸோ அவருடைய லுக்கு, அந்த கேப்லாம் போட்டுட்டு பயங்கரமான பாடி பில்டோட எப்படி பப்ளிக் ஈவெண்ட்லாம் கலந்துக்கிட்டாருன்ற நம்ம பார்த்துருப்போம். அதுலேருந்து ஆரம்பிச்சு இப்போ சமீபமாக அதோட அவங்களோட ஒர்க் அவுட் வீடியோ ஆஃப் ஸ்க்ரீனில் என்னென்ன விஷயங்கள் நடந்திருக்குன்றதை வந்து யூடியூப்பில் பார்த்துருப்போம். ஸோ அப்படி SK அவர்களை ஒரு வேற மாதிரியான ஒரு பர்சனாக ட்ரான்ஸ்ஃபார்ம் பண்ண ட்ரைனர் சந்தீப் அவர்கள் நம்ம கூட இருக்காங்க. அவங்க பேசலாம். வணக்கம்.
Thank you so much for this.
தேங்க்ஸ் ஃபார் யுவர் டைம்.
Thank you.
SK21 பற்றி பேச போகிறோம். அதுக்குள்ளே நீங்கள் எப்படி வந்தீங்க அப்படின்றது வந்து ஆரம்பிச்சு ஸோ என்டையர் ஜேர்னி ஆஃப் SK21 பற்றி பேச போகிறோம். யார் யார் கூட அசோசியேட் பண்ணியிருக்கீங்க, மற்ற ஆக்டர்ஸ் கூட பர்சனலாக யார் யாருக்கு ட்ரெயின் பண்ணிருக்கீங்க அப்படின்றத பற்றி ஆரம்பித்து நிறையா பேச போகிறோம்.
Sure.
SK21குள்ளே எப்படி என்ட்ரானீங்க?
So everything was Rajkumar sir's idea. So he is a very like meticulous director is what I understood. He suddenly one fine day I get a call from Rajkumar sir and to talk about a project. I didn't even know that it was about SK and this kind of transformation and all. But I think Simbu's transformation kind of
Videos.
hinted, that
அதை நீங்கள் தான் பண்ணீங்க?
so I am available and I can do that. So once Rajkumar sir and me had a conversation, I understood how much detailed he went into the character building, and that was a fascinating thing for me to see somebody work so much and develop each small things in each character. So that started, and then SK met me in Rajkumar sir's office and we discussed, and they were very excited to kind of start this. Rajkumar sir was like, because if it's the movie, SK will be, motivated to do it, and I wish you all the best to kind of push him to the limit, because he can do it because only if it's the movie, because otherwise he will never touch weights and all that. He's not a person like that. So that was a nice starting point. And then we started training we were training in 4-5 spaces, maybe at his home or sometimes in some gyms in the city, in hotels and all. And whenever he's traveling, I was trying to be there. But it all started, we started around 72 kgs, and then because of the character demand, and it's a military role, it's an army guy. So we had to show army people who are strong, and they're not like bodybuilders, but they're strong, and they have like strength is ultimate. So we wanted to craft a look like that. So over time we were able to do that, and like it was a nice process for me. I enjoy this process always because I love to help people get to the desired shape. That's my height. So Rajkumar sir had that vision, and it was a blessing for me to be a part of it. And after meeting SK and after working with him, it was like a gem of a person. So I started learning a lot of things from him, because when you're successful and you do things slightly differently than the other people, so I get to observe that. So that is something which I learned through the process. But it was a very, 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 very exciting journey. Super. And it's still going on. So
சூப்பர் ப்ரோ. ஸோ ஏன்னா நீங்கள் பேசும்போது சொன்னீங்க அவரு வந்து இந்த மாதிரியான பர்சன் கிடையாது அது வரைக்கும் அப்படின்னு சொல்லி. ஸோ அவரு எவ்வளோ எக்ஸைட்டடாக இருந்தார், ஸோ எப்படி இதுக்குள்ளே இன்ட்ரெஸ்டடாக ஒர்க் பண்ண ஆரம்பிச்சாரு?
So initially when we started weight training, he was like and all that, but Like the best thing about SK is that he will he will express himself, but he will give you his 100%. So if any client gives 100%, you are definitely sure that they're going to change.
Okay.
And because he was not, he's like a very like happy-go-lucky guy, and he keeps telling me like, brother, you are like a monster. Please don't make me like you. Just or army figure is enough, brother. This much weight we should lift up, brother, and all that. So it was a fun journey, and a lot of hardships, lot of like challenges over time, because we had different places to. We went to Bombay, we went to Kashmir, in Chennai. He was shooting for another movie, Maviran, and we had to go to Pondicherry for that. Hyderabad, so a lot of places, and but the training never stopped.
Okay.
So he was very consistent and tried to give me whatever small time he has in the day, and we tried to get the workout in, because we knew that we are preparing for a different SK, not the same SK you see till 20 movies. So
Okay,
21
okay.
is going to be completely different.
சூப்பர் சூப்பர்.
Yeah,
ஸோ
so-
உங்களுக்கு ஸ்டோரியை நரேட் பண்ணாங்களா, இல்லை இந்த கேரக்டர் வந்து இப்படி தான் இருக்கணும் அப்படின்ற அந்த ஒர்க் அவுட் சம்மந்தப்பட்ட விஷயங்கள் மட்டும்தான் டேரக்டர் நரேட் பண்ணாரா?
So the beauty about this was it's a biopic.
ஓ.
And
அஃபிஷியலி இப்போதான் நாங்கள் கேள்விப்படுறோம். அன்அஃபிஷியலி சில விஷயங்கள்லாம் வந்தது.
Yeah.
ஸோ சூப்பர். ஓகே.
So Rajkumar sir already he's worked like, that's what I was like, like whatever he wanted from the character through the movie, he was always very particular that, you know, Sandeep, what can we do? What can we do to show this? What can we do to show this? What can we do to show this? So we had a plan. We had a solid plan from day one. And after meeting SK and knowing his starting point, it was kind of like it's easier for me to draw like a path for him to become a certain way. And it's like, you know, I got a good time frame to work with him. So it was like, you know, like Rajkumar sir's entire vision. And I wanted to add some elements from my side, because I bring in the strength and transformation aspect, so that you will see on the screen. Like,
Okay.
and I'm sure that like the entire Tamil audience all over the world will like enjoy this. Like,
Super,
this is
super.
something which I've been wanting to share, and it's finally the first look is going to be out. So I'm excited for this. Very excited. Yeah.
எஸ்கே அவர்களுடைய படங்கள் பார்த்தோம்னா டாக்டருக்கு அப்புறமே டான்ல வந்து ஒரு காலேஜ் ஸ்டூடெண்டா ப்ளே
Correct.
பண்ணனால கொஞ்சம் ஃபிட் ஆயிருந்தாரு.
Correct.
பிரின்ஸ்லயும் அதே பாடி இருந்திருக்கும்.
Correct.
மாவீரன் பண்ணும்போது வேற ஒரு மாதிரியான பிசிக் இருந்தது அவருக்கு. கம்ப்ளீட்டா ரொம்ப இழைச்சு ஒரு கேரக்டர் பண்ணியிருந்தாரு. கட் பண்ணா இந்த படத்துக்கு வந்து ஒரு பாடி பில்ட்லாம் பண்ணி ஒரு அதுக்கான காஸ்டியூம், ஷூ, அந்த ஹேர் கட்டை வந்து தெரியக்கூடாதுன்னு சொல்லி ஒரு சின்ன கேப்.
Correct, correct.
ஸோ அப்படியே ஒரு பயங்கரமான டிரான்ஸ்ஃபர்மேஷன். நீங்க அவரை மீட் பண்ணும்போது எந்த ஸ்டேஜ்ல இருந்தாரு, எவ்வளவு வெயிட்ல இருந்தாரு?
So when we first met, he was around 72, if I'm not wrong.
ஓகே.
But that time, like some portion of Maviran was also going on. He was shooting for that. So the action sequence and all, SK is very smart. Like, he'll plan and want to give his best to the craft. So he's like, brother, action sequences are there. So if you can slightly, we can reduce and, you know, see how I'm looking thin. That'll be good if I'm like, you know, doing action sequences, stunts and all. So Maviran time we lost some weight, and that helped him achieve that look. And after that, parallelly we were trying to build muscle and look like an army guy. Because Maviran, if you see, is like a very, you know, local person who you know doesn't work out that much. But an army guy has to be strong. He has to be very built. So from 72 we pushed it to around, we wanted to go around 80, 83, but we were around 80, 79, 80 kgs we got it. And the beauty was, it was very, you know, programmed. So unnecessary weight was not there, and you know, I didn't have to cut down a lot. So he was enjoying food, and like that's what discipline was very like, you know, high. So things were very easy. He will hate me for saying this, but like he worked a lot. Like, I was sometimes asking him to just rest, but like he always says, no brother, how So that's a nice learning from somebody who's successful and who's like in the front of his career to tell and work like, you know, the hardest worker in the room is something which everybody should learn.
Okay.
Like to be there, you have to do this. It's not like a small thing. Like that is something which I will respect, and I have. I'm trying to learn as much as I can from him, that aspect. So
ஓகே
yeah.
ஸோ ஒர்க் அவுட்க்கு நீங்கள் என்னென்ன விஷயங்கள்லாம் பண்ணியிருந்தீங்க அப்படின்றது வீடியோவில் கொஞ்சமாக எங்களுக்கு தெரிஞ்சது. ஸோ என்டையராக அந்த அதிகமாக நீங்கள் கான்சன்ட்ரேட் பண்ண ஒர்க் அவுட்ஸ் பற்றி பேசலாம். ப்ளஸ் டயட் ரொம்ப முக்கியமான ரோல் ப்ளே பண்ணியிருக்கோம். என்ன மாதிரியான டயட்லாம் நீங்கள் சஜஸ்ட் பண்ணீங்க?
So, like starting, we started with checking everything where he in his initial point and what we had to do. So, like I said, we had a plan. So, initially to cut down whatever nonsense he was eating and bun parota, blah blah blah, all those things he had to sacrifice for some time because he loves that Madurai food. You know, I also love it, but for a role and for because we had a very small time period, we had to get it very, you know, planned. Every day should be very planned, and one meal missed is, you know, more dangerous than one workout missed.
Oh.
Because, you know, body, if you want to change your body, and like, you know, imagine 90 days if you want to change your body, everything should be perfect. You cannot take one step lightly also. So he was very particular, and he's very disciplined, brother. So half my job was already done.
Okay.
So like we started with a fruit, some kind of fiber and protein in the morning, and not a lot of carbs in the morning period, but the second meal, and meals were very, you know, frequent because that helps him to put on weight. And we focused on very nutrient dense food, and like a lot of omega 3s, a lot of protein, a lot of fiber, and complex carbs just here and there, just to fill him up for, you know, looking like that huge and not like a bodybuilder. So we did whatever possible to make him look as close to a army guy as possible. So that is something which I'm excited to see on screen also, because I have not seen on screen. Rajkumar sir has still not shown me the cut, but he's very happy, so I am expecting something big.
ஓகே சூப்பர். ஏன்னா இப்போ எஸ்கே அவர்கள் இன்டர்வியூலாம் ஷேர் பண்ணியிருக்காங்க. ஸோ காலைல எந்திரிச்சா 4 மணிக்கு நான் பாட்டுக்கு வீட்டில் ட்ரெட்மில்ல டப்னு ஓடிட்டே இருப்பேன் அப்படின்னு சொல்லி. இல்லை ஏன்னா அந்தளவுக்கு நீங்கள் ஸ்ட்ரிக்டாக ஃபாலோ பண்ணிருக்கீங்கன்னு சொன்னார். என்னோட ட்ரைனரும் சரி டைரக்டரும் என்னை கரெக்டாக ஃபாலோ பண்ணிட்டு இருந்தாங்க, நான் என்ன பண்ணுறேன் அப்படின்லாம். ஸோ சீட் டே அப்படின்னு ஒரு விஷயம் இருக்குல்ல, ஸோ அந்த மாதிரி ஏதாவது நடந்ததா?
Cheat days were there, but not first half. Okay. First half, no chance, because Rajkumar sir was on call with me. Sandeep, what is happening? Every week, one time at least, 1-2 times he'll call me and see where is the progress. Is he working out properly? Are we going according to plan and all? Because it was very like the shoot was planned, and we had to back work, and number of days were very limited, and then we have to see what to do to get a certain way and then start shooting. And because locations were different, so we had at least 2.5 months in Kashmir we were there. So it's a different temperature, cold in Kashmir, hot in Chennai, and we were in Bombay. So a lot of variables change. So, and he's not used to working out at all. So I had to get him to, you know, follow a certain discipline, and I understood that he's a very disciplined person. So if I give him a set structure, he's sorted.
Okay.
So sometimes he's like, brother, I don't even need you. You just tell me a plan. So that's the best thing a client can, you know, because once you start taking things, you know, in proper concentration or focus, you'll automatically get there. It's just a matter of time. So he was always consistent, always disciplined. So the cheat meal aspect didn't come that much. But then once we used to have whenever we train, he used to be like, brother, I'm craving for, you don't know, brother, what you have done to me, all those things. So it was a fun conversation, and sometimes like we planned the cheat meals. You know, it could be anywhere from an ice cream, just enjoying an ice cream, to having again biryani or bun parota.
Okay.
So like it was always planned, and he is a person like 2-3 times he was eating something random in the shoot.
Okay.
And when I was in the shoot, he was like he was trying to hide and run away. So this is all fun and joy, but the major part, if you are disciplined, then you are sorted. So your attitude towards your work determines how effectively you'll do it. So that aspect is sorted for him. So I didn't have to worry that he'll cheat a lot and all that.
ஓகே.
Yeah.
ஸோ அந்த டிரான்ஸ்ஃபர்மேஷன் கம்ப்ளீட் ஆனோடனே எஸ்கே அவர்களால் நீங்கள் பார்க்கும்போது நீங்கள் எவ்வளோ சாட்டிஸ்ஃபைட்?
I was satisfied because when we were shooting, I was always behind the camera, and I was just next to Rajkumar sir. Every shot I was trying to see, and this was completely a different SK. That's what I told you. So, like 100% satisfied. I wish we could have had more time leverage for SK, because I've seen him struggle so much, and sometimes I used to say that, brother, let's not work out today, you just sleep, because he will give up sleep and try to work. So he's a danger guy. So it's like only one thing is, if we would have gotten a bit more time, because he didn't rest that much in the entire shoot of SK21. So that one aspect, as a coach and as a trainer, I feel bad that he has to do so much. But again, he's like, brother, life doesn't give you everything. He has a quote.
Okay.
So life doesn't give you what you need. You are presented with something and you have to get it done. So he kind of keeps on that fun element and that motivation inspiring element in the picture, so that he also takes it, and he just makes the environment a bit lighter, so that the entire pain, all those things are not in the mind.
Okay.
So
okay.
he's a very fun guy. Like
Superb.
half the time, I think he used to entertain mimicking Rajnikant also.
Okay.
So that was a very fun part. So he's a very fun guy. Yeah.
சூப்பர் சூப்பர் ப்ரோ. ஸோ அதே மாதிரி ஆர்கேஎஃப்ஐயோடைய அடுத்த படம் எஸ்டிஆர் அவர்கள் நடிக்க போகிற ஷூட்டிங் ஆரம்பிக்க போகுது. ஸோ STR 48 அவருக்கும் அதுக்கு முன்னாடியே நீங்கள் அவரை ட்ரெயின் பண்ணிருக்கீங்கன்னு சொன்னீங்க.
Correct.
ஸோ கண்டினியூஸாக அவரோட ட்ராவல் பண்ணுறது எப்படி இருக்கு?
STR 48 is again a very challenging project for me, and for Simbu also, it's his double action. You saw the poster.
Yes.
And he's very excited, and you guys know how good he is when he plays two different roles. So I'm very excited for that, and again, RKFI has given me this opportunity, and Simbu also. So I'm very excited to bring out a different Simbu also. So every project, whatever I'm trying to work, I'm trying to show an actor in a completely different way. So with Simbu also, from 112 or 113 kgs to 69 in VTK, and Manadu, all these things. So now SK with SK21, and going forward different characters, and that gives me a nice satisfaction feeling, because I've shifted my career into this transformation and lifestyle coaching, because I wanted to make a difference in people's lives. And in India, celebrities and actors are somebody who everybody looks up to. So it's a nice space I'm in, and I'm loving it.
சூப்பர். ஸோ எஸ்டிஆர் அவர்களோட ஒர்க்கிங் எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ் எப்படி இருந்தது? ஸோ அவர் எவ்வளோ டெடிக்கேட்டட்? ஏன்னா 112 to 69ன்றது ஒரு பயங்கரமான டிரான்ஸ்ஃபர்மேஷன். ஸோ வீட்டுக்கு அந்த போஸ்டர் வந்ததுலேருந்து படம் பார்க்கும்போது எல்லாருக்குமே ஆச்சரியம் தான்.
Correct.
ஸோ அவர் எவ்வளோ டெடிக்கேட்டடாக ஒர்க் பண்ணாரு?
STR also, he has his own way. I would not say SK and STR are same.
Okay.
But both have utmost for their image, for their craft. So they basically take away everything else, because it's about the craft. So STR also, I'm trying to give a different look for STR 48, and I hope everybody will be happy with that look. And he's really working hard, and he's grown his hair and all. So he's he takes care of himself a lot, So he's sorted. So I don't have to do a lot of things now because we have been through 2-3 transformations already. He knows my drill. He knows, okay, I'll call Sandeep only when I need him because otherwise he'll torture me all through the year. So he's like, Sandeep, only 6 weeks, 8 weeks are there. Let's get in shape. So he'll call me like that. So he likes to be sort of free when he's not training and all. And when the role comes, he likes to go extreme. So he's a different personality. And SK is like let's do something so that it keeps on adding for the next movie. I don't want to have a big frame. So he's a very different personality. STR is a different personality. But when it comes to work, they are like very dedicated and passionate people. So that I think that's why they are where they are.
சூப்பர். ஸோ 2 படமே கமல் சாரோட ப்ரொடக்ஷன். ஸோ சாரை மீட் பண்ணீங்களா?
I'm SK21 Pooja. We were very lucky, and I was so lucky that on the table we were eating food and in the office, and Kamal Hassan sir was sitting exactly opposite at the end, and it felt like Vikram's that scene where Aramikangla. So it was a very surreal experience for me, like like coming from an engineering background, and like I'm not a Tamil person. I come from Hyderabad, and coming to a different city and getting opportunities and people loving what I'm doing is kind of very satisfying for me, and I'm very thankful for that. And Kamal Hassan sir also, like he's been the OG, if you can say, in terms of changing, transforming. Those words and all have come from him because for his craft he'll do anything. So it's I'm very happy that the 2 main leading actors I'm working with, I hope I get a chance to kind of work with Kamal sir also someday to add some value in his entire stardom or art or craft. So that will be great. So
it will happen.
Yeah, I'm hoping. Let's see. Yeah.
Super bro. So நீங்க ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ட்ரெயின் பண்ண செலிபிரிட்டி, சினிமா செலிபிரிட்டினா யாரு?
In Chennai or
anything else?
So I was working with another trainer and learning from him when I was working with. He was working with Babu, and I was with him and trying to observe what he does because he's the best in this field.
Okay.
His name is Neil Hill. So when I came to Chennai, my first like actor client was Prasanna and Sneha.
Okay.
So like it started there, and Tirutupayale 2 happened. He completely different Prasanna.
Yes.
So after that he started doing one movie after the other. So and Sneha also. Now you will see her in Vijay's next movie.
Yes.
So I'm very excited for that also. And the best thing is, like we started in 2016. Still they are like family now.
Okay.
And like I've gotten a lot of love from Chennai. That's what I said. That's why I'm settled here. So
super.
I love the city. Yeah.
ஸோ வேற யாருக்கெல்லாம் ஒர்க் பண்ணிருக்கீங்க? இப்போ இங்கேயும் சரி, இப்போ ஹைதராபாத்ல யாருக்கும் ட்ரெயின் பண்ணிருக்கீங்களா?
Right now very occupied with Chennai. And I've started another fitness studio called 9 Round. It's a US brand. So that work is going on. Yesterday was the launch.
Okay.
So
super.
that work is going on. So now like I'm working with STR, big projects. So kind of like occupied and loving the job.
That.
Yeah.
உங்க இன்ஸ்டா ப்ரொஃபைல் எடுத்து பார்க்கும்போது தலை தோனி அவர் கூட நீங்க போஸ்ட் பண்ணியிருந்தீங்க, கேன் வில்லியம்சன் கூட இருக்கீங்க. ஸோ அவங்களுக்கு நீங்க ட்ரெயின் பண்ணீங்களா?
So last IPL, Dhoni's wife actually reached out to me to get trained in when they were playing IPL.
Okay.
So
to train
Dhoni's wife, Sakshi.
Sakshi. Okay.
And so that I had to come back. So that was also a very funny episode that I was in Kashmir.
Okay.
With sivakarthikeyan and the team.
Okay.
And suddenly I get a call from Sakshi's team, and she's like, I want to train with you for like, can you be available for like so and so dates and all. So like sivakarthikeyan, I was discussing, brother, Dhoni's wife has messaged me. And because I'm a big Dhoni fan, like who is not, like.
Yes.
And it was a great opportunity. Like I would never imagine that something like this would happen. So SK also is very like he's very warm as a person. So he's like, brother, are you mad? I'll do my training. You just tell me what to do because you already trained me. So I know like what to do. You please don't miss this opportunity and go and come. So that is something which is very like his, he's being a big person and giving me that time to go and exercise this and come. And in this process, I had a great opportunity to meet Dhoni and have a conversation. And by the time my wife came, because she was also a big fan, my wife and sister, I had around 1 hour with Dhoni in his room. So it was nice. Like she suddenly took me to meet him, and like it was a nice opportunity. I'm hoping soon to do something, because who else than
Okay.
he's the biggest inspiration, and cool, like calm, being himself all the time, not doing anything extra, just being himself. Like the aura of that person is unbelievable. He's more like a mentor. Like I got that feel. He's more like a mentor. He's
Within 1
also
hour.
from he's also
Okay.
from Kharagpur. That connection was there.
Okay.
Like I did my engineering from IIT Kharagpur, and he was a ticket collector in Kharagpur station. So I got this autograph on my intra-IIT sports jersey. So that was something which I couldn't plan all these things. So it's like magic.
Okay.
So like yeah. So I think sivakarthikeyan also is like a good luck charm.
சூப்பர்.
So yeah.
ஸோ அந்த 1 hour கான்வர்சேஷன் வித் தோனின்றது ஃபிட்னஸ் இது சம்மந்தமா ஸ்போர்ட் பற்றி இருந்ததா, என்ன மாதிரியான கான்வர்சேஷன் இருந்துச்சுன்னு
I
தெரிஞ்சு?
was always like, I was in awe. Like at first I was like very, what to talk. But over time, he just made it so simple. He like, chai, like, you don't drink tea. So he offered me some tea. And then small things like how do you be calm? How do you kind of manage your resources? How do you handle pressure? How do you what are your two best things which you would advise anybody who's trying to make a name and career in a right way? So lot of like it went everywhere. And in that thing there was a challenge that you will never not be able to train my wife.
Okay.
She'll never follow all those things. So like I had a bet with him that okay, let's see. I like she would have trained with so many trainers, but then I'll try to do my best and keep her in that consistent form. And she started doing it because she started taking it seriously this time. So it was a nice conversation and it's a nice, good opportunity, and meeting people successful in different fields and working with them, and through this transformation and adding value to their health and wellness is something which I always when I shifted my career because of this. So I whenever I get an opportunity to do that, I feel very grateful. And it's like I don't know how to explain. It's very soul satisfying. So I feel like how a mother feels when they've taught something to their kid and they've excelled in school. Something like that, I get that feeling. Similar, I don't know how else to explain. Yeah.
ஸோ இப்போ நீங்க இப்பவும் ட்ரெயின் பண்றீங்களா?
Mostly, again, IPL if it happens this time. If I'm here in Chennai,
Okay.
mostly.
ஸோ அந்த பீரியட் மட்டும் அந்த ஒரு
Just for a normal whenever she's here.
Okay.
And because I would definitely want to work long time and do some like significant change in that for Sakshi and Dhoni also. But it's time and now tied up with resources. But yes, March mostly I will train her again. Let's see what I can't predict the future, but I'm liking like whatever I'm doing.
சூப்பர் ப்ரோ. ஸோ ஹைதராபாத்லேருந்து படித்து முடிச்சுட்டு அப்போ கரக்பூரில் போய் ஐஐடி முடிச்சுட்டு உங்கள் கெரியரையே ஷிஃப்ட் பண்ணி இப்போது நாங்கள் ஸ்க்ரீனில் பார்க்குற ஸ்டார்ஸை, கிரவுண்டில் விளையாடுற ஸ்டார்ஸை வந்து நீங்கள் ட்ரெயின் பண்ணுறீங்க அப்படின்றது வந்து இட்ஸ் இன்ஸ்பைரிங் ஜேர்னி.
தேங்க்யூ.
ஸோ தேங்க்யூ ஸோ மச் ஃபார் அவர் டைம். ஸோ கீப் இன்ஸ்பைரிங். ஸோ நிறைய பேர் ட்ரெயின் பண்ணுங்கள், எங்களுக்கு எல்லாருக்குமே இன்ஸ்பிரேஷனாக இருங்க. தேங்க்யூ
so much. Well, thank you for your time.
தேங்க்யூ.
லைகா புரொடக்ஷன்ஸ் தயாரிப்பில் ஐஸ்வர்யா ரஜினிகாந்தின் இயக்கத்தில் சூப்பர் ஸ்டார் ரஜினிகாந்த், விஷ்ணு விஷால் மற்றும் விக்ராந்த் நடிக்கும் லால் சலாம் உலகமெங்கும் வெற்றி நடை போடுகிறது.